We getting all the, our great guests on to share their stories and share some of the great things they're doing in the community. Big shout out again to Shanae. We're going to transition now over to my buddy Tommy.
Hello.
Tommy!
I'm going to butcher the last name. Tommy D, that's what I call him. You know what I mean?
You butchered it earlier.
I did. I butchered it in private, though. That was in private. I can't do it in
Yeah, it
public.
wasn't private. It wasn't private.
You have to tell me after so I can hear how bad it
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Tommy, welcome back. We are so happy to have you and Mom here. There's nothing like
Hi,
having
Mommy.
supportive mom.
Yeah.
Say hello to Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Tara
Thank you,
says,
God.
"Yay, Tommy!"
That's right.
So, welcome back. Like, what's been going on? And you look amazing. You look just so refreshed.
Yeah.
And your spirit just looks just excited.
Very
I feel
lifted.
refreshed.
Yes.
I feel refreshed. Well, since I was here last, or it was maybe October, I think I was here for the first time. Since then, I've celebrated a year of sobriety.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, which is awesome.
That's a blessing.
And just enjoying Texas. I love Syracuse and everything, but it's cool to branch out to
Everything bigger in Texas. man.
Yeah.
Everything bigger in Texas, man. That's,
Like,
that's what they say.
I'll just go and eat a big steak.
I do miss the
Barbecue.
pizza though. Pizza up here, we got some pizza. I'm like, pizza down there, but
Yeah.
so it's good to have some good food from back home. But just trying to keep moving forward.
That is so awesome. Go ahead.
No, now, Mom, you were connected with CNY Road to Recovery, right?
Yeah, the Road to Recovery,
Well, okay.
CNY, yes.
Yeah, awesome. I butchered that too, so I want
That's
to
okay.
I want to make
Yep.
sure I get it right.
Yep,
So,
we're,
tell us a little bit about the program and what's been going on.
Well, we have, I think, 16 kids from Syracuse we've sent to Austin, Texas.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
And for treatment, long-term opioid addiction treatment.
Yeah.
Amen.
And it's just a terrific program.
Wow.
And obviously Tommy was one of the recipients of the program,
Absolutely.
going on almost 15 months sober now.
Mhm.
And
What a
so,
blessing.
yeah, we're just trying to save lives one at a time,
Yeah.
because there's just a huge need out there. Our young people are dying in the streets,
Yeah, they are.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we just want to break that stigma of,
Mhm.
they're no good, and,
Right.
because there's a lot of good young people, old people out there that need help.
That's right.
So, yeah, we've been doing some fundraisers, always looking for some more money.
Yeah,
That's
right, that's
absolutely.
right.
Keep
Need
this
some
thing
money.
going, yeah.
Throw money at them, you guys.
Let's go.
Just go to the website. You can donate at road to the number 2 recovery cny.org, and you can donate anything that you want.
Com or org? Is it org?
Oh, it's an org, I believe. Yes.
It's usually org.
And
It's usually org.
anything at all. $50 will provide transportation for the kids if they're going to look for jobs. Just anything will help.
Awesome.
But,
That's road.
and we have can I just give you this plug?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
absolutely. No, go ahead. Yeah,
Tommy,
absolutely.
do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Let's try to get everything.
Yeah, so May 18th and May 19th at Drumlin's Tennis Club, they're going to be doing a Play It Forward men's and women's double tennis tournament. There's sponsorship opportunities for anybody who wants to get their business or anything they like to promote out there, ranging from $150 and $250 sponsorships. All proceeds would be going to the foundation that not only helps save my life, but to others as well, that they'd be able to get appropriate treatment for their addiction as well. So it's a good way to have some fun, be outside, play some tennis.
We got raffle
help a good
baskets
cause.
too. A lot of good stuff.
More baskets.
You love those
What do you
baskets?
got? What do you got?
That's right. Real honest.
Lot of
Got
good
basket.
stuff.
Maria's there. She's in the building.
Yeah. So all that can be found on the website, like my mother had mentioned.
Yeah.
Also on the Facebook website or Facebook page, Road to Recovery CNY. Also, the fundraiser is approved as I know. You see people with their birthdays donate to this, and St. Jude's.
Oh, right,
is-
through
is-
Facebook.
Yeah, so it's actually approved as a fundraiser.
Awesome. Oh,
So
very
your birthday
nice.
pops up, and I pop in your head. Feel free to type it in, and all that will go to the fundraiser as well.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's
We're
great.
getting calls every day for help, and we need the money to send these kids to
Absolutely.
Mom,
save
what?
their lives.
So, Mom, what are you running into out there when you running into these kids, and what are the age range Age ranges.
Anywhere from 18 to late 20s.
Oh,
Wow, so
okay.
they're still very young.
They're young.
Very
yeah.
young. And they're
Very
and it's
young.
still, is it more the opioids or is it a mixture of a lot of things?
Opioids, heroin.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, some real serious stuff for
Real
some
serious stuff,
real
yeah.
some young children. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
So
That
We have a
need
great
help.
success record with the kids we send.
right,
bet.
right, and it's only right that you guys, you know, make sure you go to the website and donate because of success rate. Because of, you know, you see Tommy is a walking testament of this program
Absolutely.
alone. And he's doing great. He lives in Texas now, and he's doing wonderful things for himself and his life. So please, if you know a family member, if you know someone who's struggling, reach out because they're here. They're here for our people in our community, and they also need help too. So if you know an avenue where there's some resources at, please connect them with them as well.
That's right, because you know
every dollar counts.
that's right.
A little.
Every dollar does count. Tommy, tell people just a little bit in regards to the recovery process that you went through, so people could kind of understand, like, how did they help you? You know, how did you make it out? You know, because that's the one thing that a lot of people never understand, because everybody's like, oh, you know, I made it in regards to, you know, I've been sober, or, you know, I'm not doing drugs anymore. But can you explain to people how hard that process was and how important it was to have people like Road to Recovery to be able to get you, you know, to where you are today?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, if it wasn't for Darlene Endy, who had found this because of her son Justin, who went through this, none of this, and God, of course, none of this would have been possible. But, you know, just to paint a picture, I was, you know, using heroin and cocaine needles. You know, I drank viciously since I was a teenager. So I was just very beaten up. So I was willing to get well. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was willing. And being able to go to the treatment center that Darlene had sent Justin through initially, which is 90 to 120 days. I had been to, you know, state ran 3 weeks and maybe 30 days, so I had some separation before, but ultimately I'd always go back. The treatment center alone set some good habits that I could use in the real world. Also using the program that they use, which is supposed to be anonymous, you know what I'm saying, if you catch my hint.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, just kind of paint a picture through that, and just the people around me. I see them that I know they're bottom of the barrel, people that were shooting up in their neck or smoking crack or just alcohol, whatever. I saw that those people were at the bottom, and I saw how they moved their feet, and so I mean, yeah, it was difficult, but it gets easier every day.
That's right.
It
That's right.
does.
So if somebody is watching right now who does have, you know, any type of addiction, what would you say to them in regards to why should they get help?
'Cause you're worth it. You're worth it. You know, like, you have dreams before all this, and they all kind of, you know, go to the wayside. They say, like, I'm not even gonna butcher the phrase, but I basically altered my goals to compensate for my addiction, and you know, you could do that too. You don't have to be locked up in handcuffs to this thing, because there's people that have dug out way deeper graves and gotten out, and no matter what, you're not the worst person in the room, and you can do this, and especially with the man upstairs, a little help from him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He'll move mountains, just bring a shovel. So
What was the most
Wow.
most inspiring or empowering thing that somebody said to you that really gave you that light to just say, this is it, I can do this?
Yeah, I asked one of the techs who worked in the treatment center that I actually work for now. I was maybe like 3 weeks sober, and I was just sitting at the gazebo smoking a Newport, and I just looked at him. He had like 2.5 years. I was like, yo, is this like really possible, man? Like, don't bullshit me.
Right.
Excuse my French.
Family show.
We got it.
We might not be able.
Oh.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
You were in the your story.
We ain't on XM yet, but that's what we're shooting for. Yeah, we're shooting for it.
You're fine.
So yeah, I was like,
That's
man,
all right.
Is it like, does it really get, like, dude? He's like, it does, man. Like, it does, and I believed him.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. It wasn't
Wow.
Vince Lombardi's speech or anything. I was just
Right.
like, yeah, this dude, he looked like he'd been through it, and he tells me it gets better. I believe him.
That's
Good.
right. That's right. And that,
So,
and sometimes it's not that, you know, that huge I seen this light, or sometimes it is that small voice. It could be just that person, that one person. Big shout out to Alameen if he's out there listening. It was a counselor for him that told him you're gonna change lives. You're gonna do things in this world. It could be somebody that lived in that situation and has gotten out of that situation. It just give you some easy words like it can happen.
That's right.
And so it's amazing the power of words. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Through people. And how God does shift through different people and gets messages through to you. You know what I mean? To help you in your darkest times.
Yeah, and sometimes it's people that you would just run into, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be a meeting. It don't have to be a counseling session. Sometimes it's just that one person that just says something to you that just wakes you up and just says, I can do it. And so, well, thank you so much. We so appreciate you guys being here and coming back.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
You guys always have a open spot at this show. So,
Absolutely.
And me and Tommy, we go back and forth, on the inbox, and whenever you want to come, wherever you guys, wherever you're in town, or if Mom, if you got things going on, and Tommy doesn't have to be around for you to come up.
I'm used to it. It's kind of
Absolutely.
You're definitely more than welcome to come back. Brother. It's good to see you. I'm glad to see you back home.
Y'all.
Yeah, enjoy home while you're here before you head back to Texas.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll see you again soon.